first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Celtics come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Orlando Magic. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
Round 1 of the East rolls on. Game 2 just about ready to tip off. Playoff basketball on 2K Sports. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. A look at the Magic starting group. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bain. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. And it's Wagner in at the 3. And for the Celtics, out on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. We'll take a look at the Celtics. Well, they started off with a Game 1 win. Now they need to get another one here to keep the home court advantage.
And even with that win in Game 1, they can't take their foot off the proverbial pedal, right? As good as they were last game, they'll need to be better tonight to avoid a letdown.
A nice shot by Brown.
Look, Brown's a great athlete. I love to see him work inside.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce, courtside. Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Now, Banchero. After Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
A nice shot by Brown.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Pass to Banchero. Pocket 6. Here's Wagner. The rebound by Kata. Boston's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Hauser. It's Brown on the wing. Buries it down low. Brown's got 7. Magic have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Banchero. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
And here's Tatum for 3. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. Suggs with the ball. He's picked up by White. And finished off by Banchero.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Bain with the steal. Here's the break. And there's Banchero on the assist by Bain. 8 points for Paolo Banchero. The kick out to Brown. Back to White. Tatum on the wing. Over Banchero. Boston again missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Brown the pass to Hauser. Now Tatum over Banchero. Tatum gets the bucket.
Yeah, no hesitation, no overthinking it. Tatum just takes the shot.
Here's Bain. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the brick.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Orlando.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Anthony Black's checked in for Suggs. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
The Magic have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Spins. Here's Black. Payne against Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Some solid defense from Brown. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
Black finds Banchero.
When it comes to attacking the basket, Banchero is one of the most dangerous players in the league.
White with it, and it's Carter picking him up. There's Brown with the 3. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And it's Wagner missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
Now here's Tatum. Brown outside. Over Payne. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first set.
A kick out to Payne. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Brown. Queta, the pass to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. The 3 from Tatum. Drains it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
Well, Tatum is rightfully as confident as they come from deep. He saw that look and didn't waste it.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. So Boston ends up going with the new group, and the Magic making a change here as well. De Silva's checked in. The Celtics have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Back to Pritchard. Here's Walsh. Off target from 3-point range.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Wagner. Back to Black. From 11 feet away. And again, it's Orlando converting.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
The Celtics have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Orlando making some changes. Goga Bitadze comes in for Wendell Carter. And it's Banchero in for Wagner. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Well, Bane has worked so hard to get his game where it is today.
Pass to De Silva. To the wing right side. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Oh, good on the triple. Boston is on 3 of 7 from 3-point range in the first quarter. Pass to Walsh. From outside, off the mark. Orlando leading. It's Black in the corner. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Here's De Silva. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Walsh. Back to Pritchard. For the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. They're looking to bounce back after the bitter loss on Saturday.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, and then another. Really, the story of the game.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Black kicks to Banchero. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Walsh. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Pritchard. Still yet to score. Pass to Walsh. Off target with his 3. Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Magic. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
On the court for Orlando, we've got Banchero. Richardson is out there with Anthony Black. Then it's Batazzi. And it's De Silva. In at the 3, the small forward. Black the pass to Howard. Here's Batazzi. Vucevic defending. And Batazzi throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in close game. You have to make it harder than that. Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Green by Batazzi. Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
Pritchard passes to Walsh. Tatum on the wing. Pulls it up. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Pass to Banchero. Shoots from the elbow. Rebound Boston. Outside Tatum. Now here's Vucevic. Beyond the arc. Shireman can't hit. Banchero with the ball. Now guarded by Vucevic. Outside Howard. That ball's nice feed that time from Banchero.
How about Banchero's vision? Keeps his eyes up and makes the extra pass.
Out to the wing. 3-pointer, Pritchard. Rebound by the Magic. Bitadze's got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And that one, good. Banchero's got 4 points in the quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. Baines checked in for the Magic. Jalen Suggs comes in for Howard. Left side, Brown. Sweet touch inside from Brown.
And over time, we've seen Brown ease into accepting more responsibility on offense. He's now a dangerous scorer.
And Batazzi throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. Pass to Black. In the corner, it's Payne. Banchero outside. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And here's Vucevic. Tatum. Here's Shireman. Off target from outside.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him. Tatum against Banchero. On the lane, Baines. Banchero
A screen on Pritchard. Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Just a terrific drive by Suggs. When he sees lanes to the rim open up, he attacks with no hesitation.
Here's Brown. Banked in off the glass. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Wagner's checked in for Anthony Black. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 6-point game. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now one near Suggs as he lets it go. Drops in the tray. Suggs has got 8 points.
Well, it's great to see Suggs become more and more confident as a jump shooter.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. 14 points for Jason Tatum.
Well, he started out strong, and he's only getting stronger. Could be a huge night for him.
Here's Suggs. Wagner wide open. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to Shireman. Shot's good. Brown making the play. And now it's just a 4-point Magic lead.
Hey guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Well, with his size and power, Wagner can seem unstoppable at the rim.
Batase the pass to Wagner. Open shot by Banchero. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and Sam Hauser subbed in for Jason Tatum. Pritchard finds White. There's Brown with the 3, and it's Suggs with the rebound. Magic leading by 8. Pass to De Silva. To the middle. Here's Wagner. He gets it in there. Wagner's got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pritchard passes to Queta. Here's Pritchard. Out to White. It's Brown on the wing. He's defended by Wagner. Boston again missing. Orlando's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Suggs. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics trail by 10. White with it. Picked up by Suggs. Pass to Hauser. Brown against Wagner. Now Pritchard. Brown right side. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the Magic. Outside, Suggs. Here's De Silva. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Pritchard finds Brown. Outside, White. Trying to get something going. The offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Suggs. And up the court come the Magic on the break. And it's Wagner missing.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Over in the corner, White. And the lead is down inside single digits. White's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Gonzalez is checked in for Pritchard. 55 seconds left in the first half of the game. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Well, there is the football background of Suggs. So tough to push off his line.
52 seconds left in the first half. White drives in. Here's Hauser. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Orlando now. They're on an 11-3 run. Suggs passes to Carter. The rebound by Cato. Celtics trail by 12. Ball's not loose. Here's Brown. Here's White. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit. Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. And Bain drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Brown outside. It could go, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Orlando. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here, and we'll be right back with you after this break.
Hey, everybody.
They've done some good things. I mean, they've also let those other guys get comfortable at the offensive end.
Yeah. Looking at how the Celtics are, and that's all for us. Now it's
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
On the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. White against Suggs. Wagner, right side. 5 to shoot. Carter. That one falls.
You know, the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
To the left wing. Cato, the pass to Tatum. Down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Hauser finds White. And again, Boston with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Suggs against White to the paint. That's good from Banchero on the assist from Suggs. Suggs has got 4 assists in the game. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 7. That one drops for him.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Magic leading by 5. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Banchero passes to Carter. Count that bucket.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Well, Wendell Carter Jr. has settled into his role nicely. A reliable big who brings energy, especially when it comes to rebounding.
Tatum dishes to White. Back to Tatum. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Wagner kicks to Suggs. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Suggs just staying active and goes to the line now.
The Magic have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Celtics trail by 8. Tatum passes to Keita. The 3 sinks the three-pointer. Hauser's got himself on the board with 3 there.
What a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
And it's in there.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Keita. Here's White. So the wing on the left. Keita, the pass to Hauser. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Those are starting to add up. Their last 5 baskets, 3 have been perfect.
Kane gets to Wagner. Here's Van Carroll for 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Misses the 3. Brown with it. Now defended by Bain. Brown with the bucket.
Speedy move by Brown, using his velocity to get right where he wants to go.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Orlando?
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
And stolen by White. In the corner, Tatum with it. The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a quick play?
And stolen by White. And White with the stuff.
Listen, anytime you can run, you push it. That's like White. Understand it.
The Magic trail by 3. Wagner outside. Over to the left wing. Here's Van Carroll. And finished off by Van Carroll.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's White. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Carter with the screen. That ball's nice feed that time from Van Carroll. Van Carroll's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's White. It's good again in the next one. 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of here.
So both teams making some changes here. The Magic trail by 3. Here's Black. Oh, good on the 3. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. Pass to Tatum. Back to Brown. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. Take that! Tatum from the parking lot.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
I like the way Carter Jr. plays. He gives you the size, and he gives you the toughness.
Brown inside the line, and again it's Boston converted.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
Brown outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
Pass to Black. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range. Black's got his third bucket of the night.
Nice looking three ball by Black, showing how effective he can be from that range.
And it's Brown missing. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Black, and he hits it to tie the game up. Black's got 9.
Well, he can play inside with that 6'7" size. Black aggressive down low.
The three from Tatum. Good on the three-point shot.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Dan Carroll, that's good.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
There's a minute left in the third quarter. Brown inside the line. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wagner from long range. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Shireman. He's defended by Wagner. Orlando's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Payne. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Just out for a three-point play. That one on Vucevic. And some changes here for the Celtics. Walsh is checked in. And it's Gonzalez in for Jaylen Brown. Orlando also making some changes. Goga Bitadze comes in for Wendell Carter. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Franz Wagner. Pass to Shireman. Here's Walsh. Buries the long-range jumper. Walsh has got it all tied up now for the Celtics. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on... And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. Magic shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. On the court for Orlando, they've got Jalen Suggs. Also, Black out there. Desmond Bane out there with Goga Bitadze. And it's De Silva in at the 4. Here's Tatum. Pass to Shireman. Here's Walsh. And again, it's Boston with the 3.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half. And they've got that field goal percentage above 50.
De Silva with the bucket.
Just great court recognition there by Suggs. His teammates appreciate when he gets it to them when they're open.
Now Tatum lets the 3 fly. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks chills.
Here's Suggs. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Suggs has got 20.
Suggs knocking it down, clapping right back from deep.
Shireman can hit.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Good on the triple. Tatum's got 6 in the quarter.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And a wide open look for Payne. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Well, when a 3 goes in on the other end, Bane really wants to answer with his own trick.
Shoots the three. Tatum sinks it in a thicket of defenders.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been three? The defense is just getting up in the rock.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And clearly an important junction. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And now Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. And he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's stolen. Here's Tatum, and Tatum slams it home.
Well, just another night in the office for Jason Tatum. We've come to expect big games from him. He is that special.
Suggs passes to Black. Offline with his three. Celtics leading by 4. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Walsh. The Celtics working the ball around now. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Magic have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Goes up. Brown jams it in.
My goodness. Brown with the massive throwdown.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected team. Suggs with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Outside, Bane. Pass to De Silva. Stop the run, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Paolo Banchero comes in for Bane. And Wagner subbed in for Anthony Black.
So often, Suggs is used to initiate offense. But tonight, he's been on the finishing end time and time again.
Tatum passes to Walsh. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Walsh has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Celtics. And Carroll outside. Pass to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play, making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
Richard, he gets that one. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
Here's Banchero. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Banchero's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
The Magic trail by 5. The tray. And it's Suggs missing. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Nice defense from Wagner. Orlando's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
A ton of confidence for Banchero. Big moments, no pressure.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Strong move off the glass.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the fourth.
Wagner against White. Tatum outside. Shot from 16. No good. Orlando's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's White. It's stolen by Banchero. And now Banchero pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Bain, and stolen by Tatum. Off target from outside. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Celtics trail by 3. Launches it. Bain rips down the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Banchero fires. The shot is off. And for the Celtics, they're shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Outside Brown. Tatum! And he can't stop the run as that misses. Magic leading by 3. Bain with it. Outguarded by Tatum. Bain against Tatum. Stolen by Tatum. It drops.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Banchero vacuums it in. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And all eyes on Banchero here. They want to see how he handles some intense pressure.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Desmond Bain, the 3 is off, and regulation now complete. We will go to overtime, and we'll be back right after this. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. On the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the small forward.
Well, look, he's a big guy. And Carter Jr.'s playing big tonight. They can't stop it.
Basket is good.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
And the Magic shooting offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Here's Suggs. Now Wagner. Outside, Bain.
Well, I'll tell you what, you never want to foul Bain in the act. He is automatic to block.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead, hopefully for them. That miss won't cost them.
Tatum fires, and again for 3.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the net.
Now GA tied for the third most 3-point field goals in single-game playoff history. He's off from 3.
and close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Brown. Wide outside. And the three misses. And here's Carreira. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Wide outside. Tatum connects again from distance.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for second place all-time in three-point makes for a playoff game. Rebounded by Brown.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
And the foul on Sam Hauser. That's his first foul. Bain against Brown. Now Carter takes the three. Rebounded by Brown.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
The Magic trail by 6. Here's Wagner. They're outside. Showing off the post move right there.
Always ready to step up and score. Wagner was the right guy at the right time.
Outside Brown. Tatum outside. 5 on the clock. Now White jacks up a three. And it's off.
Well, he outworked everyone for that board. It's the kind of effort you love to see.
Bain. It falls!
Well, that's a huge bucket in a pressure-packed moment. You can see why this team trusts Desmond Bain.
Hauser with the ball. Tatum outside. Good!
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. 23 seconds left in the first overtime. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty. And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a three-point game.
Boy, that is clutch. Now go out and guard that three-point.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a 1-possession game.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Hey, talk about a cool customer. Icing this one with some clutch free throws.
Suggs outside. No good from 3. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic